Okay, hello everyone. Apologies for the delay, but I had some technical problems, and also I had like a coughing fit. I was coughing a lot, and so I couldn't start the stream because I was coughing so much. But I had some coughing syrup now, and I think it's gonna go away a bit. But apologies for that. So I might need to mute my mic if I do have to cough or something. I'm not really sure why this is happening now, but also we were pretty delayed because unfortunately I am so sorry about the delay, of course. It's because one of the artists that was going to do the showreel today canceled last minute. And so, well, he didn't cancel last minute. The thing is that I never got the notification of cancellation. He canceled a long time ago, but I never got the notification, and so didn't really knew that he canceled. And so I had to kind of get someone as quick as possible to make sure that we could do the stream. And so, apologies for everyone waiting. I was just basically scrambling, trying to get someone else to be on the cancelled slot. But I did get, so thank you so much for everyone that helped behind the scenes for this to work. But yeah, I'm here. I hope the sound is okay. I do apologize that you can hear my air conditioning. That's mainly because it is really hot here on the office, so I have to have the air conditioning on. But I do hope it's not very annoying for you to hear it. I hope it's good. I'm okay. Thank you for asking. I'm basically just like I have like this really weird cough happening on my throat, so it's a bit scratched my throat, and so I'm trying to soldier on. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. Today, as you know, this is the Honest Showreel Reviews. This is the 19th edition of it. So it's the Honest Showreel Reviews 19, where we basically go through your work and give you an honest appraisal and honest assessment of your work and give you feedback and try to make this as realistic as possible. And so from all my experience over the years working at the mill, working for Sony, for Rebellion, for Nexus, for Fire.Smoke, trying to give you an idea of what a supervisor is looking for on a showreel. And so I basically treat these reviews like interviews, really. I interview you, I ask you questions, we go through the showreel, a little bit like a real interview would have been if it was on a company. Although, keep in mind that my interviews are a bit longer. Because I believe that the companies are much shorter in terms of interviews. So I do give more time for the person to explain and to give us the notes about their showreel. But yeah, your voice is important to us, I guess. If I did lose my voice, I could always get those electronic voices as well. That would look like on Mad Max, you know. So, but yeah, that's really what this is today. And remember, we do streams every week, so we alternate between showreel reviews and we alternate between compositing workshops and disc constructions. And next week we'll do the Nuke disc construction, but this week it's all about the showreel reviews. And with that in mind, I just wanted to put it on the screen. So remember, we are doing a giveaway as usual. We are doing a giveaway as usual. There's the QR code. The link is on the top of the chat. But if you haven't seen it, I will put it in here. So it's on the chat right now. And so we'll be doing that at the end of the stream. So if you want to be part of that giveaway, just join in, and then you can you can win my Nuke course, really. Oh, thank you so much for saying that, Mikhail. I wish I had an interview as nice as you, Hugo. Thank you so much. Sometimes I feel I'm a bit harsh, so I appreciate that you're saying that I'm being nice. That is very kind of you. We'll do the giveaway at the end. Remember, you have to be here for the giveaway. Obviously, if you don't want to stick around for the entire stream, we're probably going to be doing the giveaway in about an hour and a half from now or something like that. So, you know, obviously I would prefer for you to be here. But if you can't be here, you can just come back in about an hour and a half or something like that. We'll be doing 2 show reviews today. But as always, I must thank BenQ for supporting this stream. As always, it's because of BenQ that we get to do this. And so, with that in mind, I just wanted to leave you with a BenQ commercial. It's a really short commercial, but just, you know, to shout out the amazing support of our sponsor, BenQ. They make some amazing monitors. I've been using their monitors for years and years. And I'm actually working on a monitor review, which is going to be very soon. It's going to be out in a couple of weeks. And I also have quite a lot of videos where I'm showcasing how I use my monitors. And so we're gonna be publishing a lot of videos like that lately on my channel. So expect that to happen. But in the meantime, I'll leave you with the word from our sponsor. Thank you so much, BenQ, for supporting this stream and for supporting the giveaway. I'll be right back. Okay, apologies for the little delay there. I had to cough again. So, cool. Well, thank you so much, BenQ. Again, thanks to BenQ for supporting the channel this much. Also, don't forget, as I was saying, we have a giveaway. And also, if you are not interested on waiting for the giveaway, you can always buy my course. My course is currently 50% off. It has a discount until the beginning of June. So if you want to be part of my course is now available. Both my courses are 50% off. Keep that in mind. It has 150 classes, and I'm still making new classes. Also, the workshops. I just published a new class for the workshops as well, which is another course I have. So go there to that website, and you can buy them for 50% off. It's really the cheapest that has ever been. But if you want to wait for the giveaway, I don't blame you. You can always win it on the giveaway. And yeah, and also a small shout out to, you're going to see it on the break as well, but I wanted to give a small shout out to my wife's book as well. As you know, I've been saying this on almost every stream, so if you are interested on good food and you want to eat more healthy and maybe try some more vegetarian and vegan dishes, although you don't have to be vegetarian or vegan to enjoy these, consider buying Anna's book. Hannah's book is out. I was very fortunate and very happy to have been involved on a little part of it. I helped out with some of the photos and I helped out with some of the design, but it's all Hannah's, really. All the recipes are from her, and the entire concept and ideas from her. So it's her work and her project, and I just wanted to mention it to everyone. So if you are interested, and if you have any friends of yours that likes good food, it makes for a great birthday present. It also makes for a great Christmas present. You know, if you want to have some good food, maybe give it a go. I have the book here, so here's the book. This is the hardcover. There is the hardcover version. You also have a paperback version, and also you have a Kindle version as well. Yeah, so if you do like good food, keep that in mind that you'll probably enjoy this. So yeah, and you know, and also you get to support you know, someone that has done a book, self-published book. You support a creator, in this case my wife Anna, of her adventure of creating this book. So yeah, so that's really wanted to let's say. During the break you'll see a trailer for this book, as I usually do. During the break I usually do that. Okay, cool. Let's then start the showreel review. So we are very behind, so I do apologize to the second artist that we're reviewing. We're going to be a bit behind, but we're going to try to do our best. As always, we are now doing this by slots. So if you are interested on being part of the showreel reviews, if you go to the description of this video, there's a link there for the appointments. Now, if you click on the link of the appointments and you don't see a slot, you need to go forward. It's every 2 weeks, and I have slots all the way to September. And so you can just find the slot there. There's quite a few slots free in June, and there's some free slots in July. There's a couple of slots free for August. So go there and check out. The link is on the video's description. I might as well just put the link on the chat as well. I should have really had the link ready, but I didn't because, you know, I didn't really got that ready yet. But I'm gonna just click the link here and copy the link. So okay, so if you want to join, book here. So you can book here. That's the wait a minute, I need to see if that's the calendar link or not. Just a second. Yes, that is the calendar link. It is such a weird link that it's too big. Okay, it's too big for me to post it on the chat. The link is too big. So go to the description of this video or contact me on social media. There's a booking link there. I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware. Okay, Jacqueline, I am a bit delayed and a bit behind, so we have someone else before you. I'll review that other artist before, and you will be next, okay? So stick around. As I told you before, we are now going to do the original slot that you had, which was at 4:15. So we'll be joining you in about 45 minutes. Yeah, but it will only be at 4:15, so you're too early for the appointment, okay? The appointment that I had with you is only at 4:15. Because remember I told you that someone canceled before you, but then I managed to get someone. So now we have the slot as normal. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in Pablo to see if he's available. And I appreciate, Jacqueline, that you're already here. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. We'll do Pablo first, then we'll do a break, and then we will join you. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, Pablo, I've sent you the link for us to do the meeting with you. And yeah, let me know if you are available, if you can join. I've sent you the thing now, and we are ready for you. In the meantime, as usual, like when I do the Nuke compositing streams, if you have questions, please just leave them on the chat. I will try to follow up with the questions as much as I can. So maybe Pablo, are you available? Are you gonna be joining? Let's see here. Are you joining? I'm wondering if he's here. He was just now available, so he sent me a message like 2 minutes ago. I hope it works. Let's see here. In the meantime, yeah, we're having a lot of technical issues today, aren't we? We're already halfway on, and we haven't even started a review yet. Apologize for all these delays. Sometimes we have days like this, you know. Okay, so I don't think he's available because he's not saying anything. Is he not joining? I guess not. I I guess maybe should I wait another minute? Or if I don't wait another minute, maybe I'll just move on to Jacqueline then. I don't know. What do you guys think? What does the chat think? Should we give him a few more minutes? Yeah. Not sure what's happening because I was talking to them just now, but now they're not showing up. This is why I don't like this thing of last minute cancellations. I should have just like canceled upright. I'm here. Okay, cool. So join the call then. Join that link. If he's here, you can just join. Just click join on the link, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't be afraid. I don't bite. You can join? Yeah, go for it. Why can't you? Why don't you join? Okay. My friend Victor rocks. Yes, it does. Victor Paris does rock. Yes, Victor has been doing some amazing streams lately. I really recommend everyone to go and see his streams. So okay, so I guess this Pablo never. I'm not really sure what you want me to do. You just need to like click on the link, my friend. Just click on the link. There's a link there, and that's it. That's really it. Okay. I'll do it again if you're not being able to join. Ah, here he is. Okay, cool. Here he is. Okay. Let's see here. So, can you hear me, Pablo?
Yes, yes.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so
Finally,
much.
sorry for the delay.
No. It's not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. I really appreciate that you got into this call so last minute. I can't appreciate and thank you enough for doing that.
No, thanks to you, Hugo.
So
I'm sorry for this time.
No. It's thank you so much for filling in the canceled slot. I really appreciate that. So Pablo, I'm just going to ask you, do you want to just do it this by audio only, or do you want to do it with webcam? Like, what's your?
I was trying to connect my webcam, to be honest, but I'm not sure what's happening. The thing is, like, I didn't prepare that, my camera. It's off. Why?
It's
So
not a
I'm
problem.
connecting.
We can do it on audio if you don't if it's not working.
Okay.
It's not a
Yeah,
problem.
I'm connecting through Epoch Cam, but it seems like this guy is not willing to detect the camera.
Yeah,
Okay, no worries.
Google Meet is really awkward, and so just so you know, like I'm using
Okay, no.
a Blackmagic camera with the Blackmagic deck. Oh,
Okay,
I see you
now
now.
I think, yeah,
Yeah, the Google Meet is really
I'm back.
weird. Like it has a lot of boxes and a lot of things for you
Yes.
to approve, and it's like it's a bit awkward. To be honest,
Yeah,
I
I think now you have my camera, I guess.
I can see you
Oh,
perfectly.
okay, okay.
So I'm gonna put so that everyone sees you. Okay. So
Okay, perfect.
cool. Well, Pablo, I again thank you so much for
You're
joining today.
welcome.
And I guess we'll start before we go and watch your show reel and check it out. Why don't you
Sure.
tell all of us a little bit about yourself? Like,
Okay.
go for it.
That's great. So the thing is, I'm working as motion graphic designer and I'm living in Qatar. So
Qatar, you man.
I in Qatar is close to, well, in the Middle East,
Ah,
it's
cool.
Dubai and all this
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, Qatar is close to that one. And yeah, I love VFX. So I always try to learn and to go into that, no? But until now, I'm struggling with Nuke. That's why I follow you because I wanted to learn Nuke so badly, and I have your course, which is amazing, but it's something like, you know, I'm still struggling to get into. But I love VFX, and I'm working in the old-fashioned way, like with After Effects and some fusion here and there. But mainly my work is motion graphics.
Cool. Well, it's nothing wrong with that. That's how I started. You know, like
Sure.
I also started in After Effects and started in motion graphics before I started
Yeah.
moving into Shake and then Fusion and then Nuke ultimately.
Well, of
So
course.
After Effects has a big part of my career as well, and the motion
Yeah.
graphics is a big part of my career. That's cool. So how long have you been working, my friend?
So I started working as a video editor. So a lot of years, to be honest, like oof, more than 20 maybe. So
That's fine.
I'm older than. So yeah, a lot of time. So I started as post production, video editing, and then I jumped to motion graphics because it was something I always loved. And right now, I have a YouTube channel to try to help people starting out, focusing on Spanish speaking, the Spanish speaking community. Because I always, since I was starting out, I found like some some languages were like a bit obliterated, no, from from YouTube. So I tried my best to teach them a small hint of what's this world of the VFX thing, which is huge.
That's so cool, man. Why don't you send me your YouTube channel on the Discord so I can put it up
Sure,
on for
sure,
everyone
sure.
to see. Let's try to
Oh, okay,
get you some more
amazing.
new subscribers, you know.
Thank you very much, Hugo.
Yeah,
I
just
will
share it
share it
with
right
share
now.
it with me on Discord, and I can put it up on the screen. I really
Okay,
appreciate
no
that.
problem.
I tried to do that on the beginning. Like on the beginning, I also had a lot of people asking me to do content in Portuguese. But
Yes.
the problem is that Portugal is such a tiny market that I
Yeah.
was getting nowhere. I was getting like 50 views, 100 views,
Ah,
40 views, because it's so few people using Nuke
yeah.
in Portugal. And so I kind of gave up. I am sorry to say that. I kind of like gave up, but I'm going to put it up on the screen so that people can see it. And maybe if anyone here on the chat that speaks English, speaks Spanish, wants to join, then they can
Yeah,
maybe
it will be
join your.
amazing.
Of course, and I'll put it on the chat as well, because we always have a
Thanks so
lot of
much,
people
Hugo.
watching on replay, on replay. So, okay, cool. I'll put it here. So everyone is now seeing the screen now. So that's your channel. Okay, cool. I'll put you in a second. So I'm gonna just like share the screen. So your channel is entirely in Spanish then.
Yes, it's focused on Spanish speaking people. And the thing is, like, I put subtitles. No? There's a few people watching, not Spanish speakers, but yeah, it's mainly focused on Spanish speaking people like South America, Spain,
Oh, cool.
and being the third language spoken in web. There's not too many things, so I try my best. I'm
Cool.
not like extremely big, no, but I try my best.
Oh, it's not too bad, man. You have 3,600 subscribers. That's pretty good. 135 videos. That's a lot. And so, what type of videos can we find here? We can find like all sorts of editing and motion graphics. Is that what we can find here?
So now, for example, the latest ones, I have some for After Effects and some plugins sponsored by Motion Array, and I'm doing a series on Synthesize about 3D camera tracking, which
Ah,
is
cool.
something
That's awesome. And
I
so
love.
people could still watch it with English subtitles, I guess, if they didn't know
I
Spanish.
think so, yeah.
That's
It's
cool. That's
subtitle
so cool.
friendly, at
I
least.
like your thumbnails. They're pretty cool. They're actually pretty
It's
cool.
bionic.
They're really funny.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. I've posted on the I put it on the chat. It will be here forever now, of course. Once I publish this video as a video, once the stream is over, I'll put a
Sure.
chapter and I'll put a link to your channel so that people can
Thanks
go
so
directly
much.
to your channel. I
That will be
really
amazing.
appreciate other people's channels, and I really appreciate other people trying to do content for free on the internet.
Yeah.
So as much as I can support, I will, of course. Cool, man. Okay, cool. So let's go back to wait a minute. Let's go back to you here. I was just sharing. Okay, cool. So okay, and is your plan like with your showreel and everything? Is your plan to start to be more of a composer, or you just continue get to work as a motion graphic artist?
To be honest, I love compositing the most. No, this is something I have a passion for it. So my goal, my ultimate goal is to try my best to become a better compositor, to be honest. But right now, I also love motion graphics, so it's a bit of struggle, no, right now, trying to fulfill both things. But my wish is to become a compositor and hopefully working in big formats, no? Because until now I've worked for promotions and some small films for festivals or for this kind of things, no? Not big stuff. And also, I guess working with After Effects is a bit limiting, extremely limiting, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not that it's limited. It's more like that it's not fitted
Yeah.
for the work of film production, mainly because of the fact that it's not a very easy software for you to share with other artists and to actually go through, with making a pipeline and things like that. I think it has more to do with that. But it's a really good application. It's just that
Yeah, 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 it's good. It's good.
it's not very good for you to work as a team on a project and having a lot of other, because normally in compositing on a film we would have had two or three people working on the same shot, so okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put your showreel going so that everyone can see it. I'm going to have it on. I'll share my screen in a minute. For now, I'll just put full screen for everyone to see it. It's not with sound because I don't want to be claimed
And strike.
on YouTube. Yes. Okay, so I can see that you have a lot of work here. So just before we go shot by shot, is this mostly production and real work, or is it like training, and what type of
No,
work
no.
is this?
Everything is real world production. So most of them are graphic openers or graphic openers wannabes, like they were rejected in the last minute. But yeah, yeah, almost everything it went on air or it was supposed to be fitting in a show. There's not too many experimentation. At the end, there's some shots of the personal stuff, but yeah, yeah, these things are meant to be part of some graphic lines, and most of them are. No,
Cool.
until now.
They look fantastic. You're very talented, my friend.
Thank you, man.
And is this so? Are you working primarily in After Effects, or I see the logos downstairs? So do you do the 3D as well?
Uh, Here the composite, yeah, yeah, everything. The thing is, like everything is from my side. It's a bit of one man band, no. So I did everything from the pre-production to the post-production. So when there's After Effects thing, because I do the compositing there, no. And also, yeah, it's like EXRs in After Effects. It's a bit heavy. But I try my also when working for TV, the deadlines are very tight.
Yeah, of
So
course.
sometimes you don't have the choice not to. But yeah, that's why I joined your course to try
My
to
my friend,
one
like
day.
you can see the comments on the chat. People really like it. Like it's very impressive work, very good work. I'm
Thank you very
truly
much, guys.
impressed. People are very happy to see it as well. It's looping now for the second time, but I'll join. I'll share my screen in a second so that we can go shot by shot. But I guess one thing I wanted to mention is that I think you have a great opportunity here because you already have a very good talent for eye composition, color, for lighting, because you have very beautiful motion graphics here. And so, if you can really own in on learning Nuke very well,
Yeah,
and then bring some of these, not all of them, but some of these motion graphics and some of this CG into Nuke, you can really go to the next level. You can make it even better inside of Nuke. And so I think you can kind of like do that extra polish to make it even more photoreal. But
yeah, yeah, yeah. This is my goal.
exactly, but looking at the work though, I should say that just by the nature of your work, you should continue with After Effects as well because it is a lot of these shots that I see here are more fitted for After Effects than Nuke. So you really
Yeah.
want to make sure you know both and use both, and even sometimes
Yeah.
use both together. I've done that a lot in the past, where
Oh, really?
I, yeah, where I would do parts of it on After Effects and then parts of it in Nuke and then gather
Okay.
everything inside of Nuke. And so by
Yeah,
doing
that's great.
pre-composites and pre-renders inside of After Effects,
Yeah,
especially when you're dealing with vectors, when you want to animate a lot of things that is vectorized, then you can
yeah,
animate the whole thing inside of After Effects and then bring it in as pixels into Nuke and sometimes bring it into layers into the 3D system of Nuke, and it really works really well. So
sure.
it's a fantastic show reel. So
Thank you very much. Thank you
congratulations.
very much, Hugo.
Okay, so let's go through this here. So I'm gonna just share my screen so that you can see me clicking around and we can go through the entire thing together.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so just give me a second because I'm
Yeah,
just moving things
yeah.
around here. So you should be
Okay.
seeing my screen, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, you see my screen. And you see my mouse as well, don't you?
Also,
Cool,
yes.
cool, excellent. So let's just people are not seeing it, but they will see it in a second. Okay, so okay, so now I'm having some kind of small issue here with. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm having some kind of small issue. Yeah, so unfortunately, while we review this show, I'm having a small little technical issue here, which means that while we review, I
Mm.
won't be able to see you on the screen. I hope that's
Ah,
okay.
okay.
Yeah, so
No worries.
because I can't, I had a crash before, that's why I was delayed on my stream. And ever since I had the crash, I cannot have windowed planes on Google Meet, and so I can't separate the little heads, the little faces, so that I
I
can have them over, which is a bit weird, and it's really annoying me quite a lot. But unfortunately, it's not really giving me any way of doing it. The only way, well, unless I do this, I think I found a way to do this maybe. Oh yeah, I think I found a way. It's gonna be a bit awkward, but as long as it works, right?
okay.
So so it's gonna be a bit awkward because people are gonna be seeing you here, but they also see the little repeated screen there. But that's okay. Like I don't think
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't
It's
think
fine.
anyone cares. So and if they do care, hey, just you can complain somewhere else. Yeah, yeah, they can see like little bits of pieces there, but that's better than nothing. So at least they can see me and can see you. I need to
Sure.
get to the bottom of why I had a crash. Anyway, now that we are back in business, okay, so let's just go through this shot by shot. So let's start with the first one. So, well, this is just your logo, of course, but
Yeah.
which is also a really nice piece of motion graphic. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the first shot here? So, what's going on here with this intro
Yeah.
for the World Cup? I would assume.
Yeah, that was for World Cup, for a show, no? And it's based on the graphic line from FIFA, but with some tweaks because the actual patterns were we were unable to use them unless you pay to FIFA, blah blah. So it's like based on the patterns. They used some patterns for this World Cup 2022. So that's based on that. So it's like actual. I thought to make some kind of wooden boxes like moving up and down and showing the stadiums, and this one is basically yeah, that the boxes with a cloner and some effectors like to make this kind of wavy movement, some clothes. This is Cinema 4D, yeah, and rendered in Redshift. And the touches were later on some images, no, some video they wanted to play back along with the footage. And the ball, yeah, we bought some models that are both models are not modeled by me. So I
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah,
did
yeah.
like the overall thing, no?
Yeah, this
The
is really
texturing and the lighting.
this is really good work, and I think you already did a great job with the motion blur. You already did a great job with the depth of field. I'm not even sure if you could do much better inside of Nuke. I mean, maybe perhaps the only thing I would say that inside of Nuke you would have been able to do maybe a more realistic depth of field with more nicer
Yeah,
bokeh, and you can probably control some of the glints and the glows a bit better. And there would have been a few things, but this is really good work. I don't think it would have improved that much better inside of something like Nuke because it's so
sure.
stylized and it's excellent work. Congratulations, you know.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Hugo.
No problem. Okay, so let's move on to the next one then. So then the atomic bomb here, like, tell us a little bit
Yeah.
about what's going on here.
Yeah, this one it was for a kind of like political show, showing like some issues. No, then there's like I wanted to showcase like the two things. No, like the nice version and the
Hello? Oh, they did.
film scene
Sorry,
with
I
things
lost you
like
for a
before and
second
after.
there.
You know?
I lost you for a second there. You were saying we wanted to show both sides, and then I lost you for a minute. Yeah,
Ah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Like both sides. Well, this one is post right now. No, this is like just like a sting for a channel. No, channel logo with a sting. That one, yeah, the one of the bomb. It's like a museum scene, and I just wanted to make like before and after, or like the good and bad things about war, social conflicts, everything. No, like that one is like showcasing a bomb. Then I'm projecting like images in the walls, like this kind of war scenes or whatever, and then changes from the darkness to the light. It's a bit very I don't know, a very cliched thing, but to show a bit the evil, the bad. Also here, no, it's like a dictatorship against democracy, or the one that was the guns and then the flowers.
yeah,
And yeah, I'm trying to play with the red color for the bad things, and some projections, no, of people like riots or war. It depends on any of them.
yeah, yeah. So these shots, which are also really nicely staged and very pretty, these are the ones that I actually think that would benefit for some Nuke compositing because I do
Yeah,
think that it would have been nice if you had a nicer depth of field going on between the elements, and I think also to remove some of that CG-ness of the shot,
look,
maybe
yeah,
to apply
yeah,
some
yeah,
lens distortion and to apply some diffusing, and so just to make it a bit more realistic. And I think
yeah.
that would have been really well achieved inside of Nuke, and even these kind of things where you could have done a projection inside of Nuke using the
Yeah,
geometry.
it's way
Yeah,
easier, no?
it would have been a lot easier. And but not to say that they are like the shots look great, so I don't think it's a big problem. But even little things like this, you have like the noise on the speculars, which you could have like
Mm.
tweaked or denoised inside of Nuke, element by
Yeah,
element, AOV by AOV. So there's a couple of things definitely that you could have done there to improve it, for sure.
sure.
Yeah, but they look really nice already.
Thank you.
Um, cool. And so, what about this? What is this still the same, or is it something else?
No, no, this is another one. This is another one. This is playing on a logo, no, on a word. Like it's being showcased in some different scenes. No? One with the liquid, and one with the oil, with the war. It's like a kind of playing.
Oh, but
To
this
be
is
honest,
something
yeah,
else already, isn't
there's
it? This is.
yes,
Oh, sorry.
it
You,
changed quite
I know
fast.
you should
Yeah, this
write.
is something else. This
You
is
should
something
write
else. It's
it.
another show.
You should write like small text on the
Yeah, the name, huh?
corner, so that we
Yeah.
know what it
Otherwise,
is. Yeah.
yes. Yeah, 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 I think it's confusing. So yeah, this one from here to this one also is the same word, but in a different setup.
I
The
see.
next one also, the one of the river, the word, yeah, and the
That's
river.
also
No,
the
this is
same.
like the same word in different setups. This one, the red one is something else.
Okay, I
The
see.
next
I see.
one.
I see. They
So
look
yeah,
really
this
cool.
basically this one it's mainly everything is on camera, so with the render. So since Octane is quite fast for this kind of thing, so yeah, the depth of field and everything is not pushed in post. No, in
Yeah.
post it were like just minor tweaks. That's the thing I want to somehow like improve. No,
Yeah, in terms of
the
that, yeah.
ability
But
to
it's
to give a
yeah, it needs in I mean, obviously this is very compressed, but it needs you would have need to tackle some of the flickering that is happening on the speculars.
Yeah.
Potentially, maybe have, like some nice grain and some nice
Mm.
diffusing happening on the shot. Yeah, definitely you could approach this inside of Nuke with some separated EXRs and separated AOVs and control certain parts of it. But
Yeah.
it's already very nice. But yeah, like also what Mikael is saying on the chat is really important as well. He's talking about the exponential glows
Yeah.
that you can kind of create inside of Nuke because you can do multiple glows and apply them one by one. That would have
Yeah.
helped your
That's true.
shot. Yeah.
Completely true. In After Effects, the only way I know, maybe there's more than it's using this one called Deep Glow, and it's not truly exponential. No? It's like
Yeah.
a kind of like, but
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Cool. And then this one here, it's all the
This one is
same. Yeah. That's all the
yeah,
same.
same kind of things, playing with words, and this is a different one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is mainly particles and some lights and playing with a word for like the formation of a word, no, the word of the
Yeah.
show. And
I
this is
think
something else. Yeah,
I think most of them. I don't think we need to go one by one because most of
yeah,
them
sure,
are the
sure.
same things.
Yeah,
Most of
same
them,
thing.
or basically, you would really improve by going into Nuke, applying some depth of field inside of Nuke, applying some glows, some grain, and really like finesse the CG there. I think most of them have kind of the same look and the
Yeah,
same thing, but they look very nice. I don't think there's a problem at all. But there's like small stuff. For example, I'll give an example. Like here, this is missing motion blur, for example, like this
yeah,
object, which you probably could have sorted out inside of vector blurs inside of Nuke. That could have probably worked because it's missing the nice motion blur at the beginning. These ones are a bit more involved, so these ones would look nice inside of Nuke for you to kind of like
yeah.
tweak
Cinematic,
some
no?
of the atmospherics and tweak some of the things. They look rather nice already. Let's talk about these for a second because these are done in Blender, and you've done
Yeah,
them in After Effects. Are you rendering the depth of field in Blender, or are you doing it in After Effects?
yeah. Depth of field, it's rendered in Blender. Yeah, yeah, everything is on render. The only thing from here, some AOVs to take the emission and the like some of the reflections to push them a bit more. This kind of things, no? The ambient occlusion to make a bit. But yeah, yeah, mainly it's not playing with depth map. So
Yeah,
the depth of field is on render.
yeah, yeah. There's nothing wrong
Even
with
the
that.
motion
We
blur.
There's nothing wrong with that. We do that a lot on NCG, but we do that when we know we don't have to tweak anything. Like if we know
Yes,
for sure the depth of field is set. A lot of times, even sometimes in productions, we would have had depth of field in Nuke the whole time until the last version, and then on the last version we would have swapped to 3D once the shot is kind of like approved and everyone
yeah,
knows that's what's gonna be on the shot. So that happens quite a lot as well. Okay, cool. Okay, and then you see this is the same, but you see, even looking at this, I would definitely bring this into Nuke, and I would have applied some nice exponential glows into the
yeah,
speculars and to the refraction passes as well, so that I would get like a more realistic looking lights going on here. So I think
sure, sure,
that's
sure.
kind of like what's happening here. What if I would have done? Okay, and this one here, for example, it's missing motion blur. It really needed some nice motion blur as well. Again, you could probably try to do it inside. You have motion blur on this one, but you don't have on the first
Yeah.
shot. Are these for the World Cup as well?
Yes, yes, from another channel. But yeah, yeah, this one was with the original.
You're having a lot of
This,
artifacts between the motion blur. Like there's some artifacting where the motion blur is applying itself to the foreground layer. Are you doing the motion blur in 2D?
yeah, no, no, this one was also in render. The thing is, like, since also when the deadlines are quite tight, the sampling is it's quite low.
Oh,
Of
so
some of the
it
shots, the sampling is quite low, so there's
yeah.
a lot of artifacts happening
I see. I see.
on top of them before. But
I see.
no,
I
no,
see.
yeah, it's a lot of artifacting. This one is terrible. I don't like it.
It'll be like that. I think I think most of them are the same conversation that we've had from the
Yeah.
beginning. I'm gonna skip to the ones at the end where you actually have footage, because and in a minute we'll talk about the way you should present this if you really want to be a compositor, because I think you do have some compositing stuff here, starting
Yes.
with this shot and with a car shot and some of the footage here.
Yeah.
So this is more compositing stuff,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and so tell us a little bit about this. So this was Mocha and After Effects, and
Yes.
you did a good
This one is
job.
Mocha. The other one is Mocha also. This one, the thing is, since the phone was recorded with chroma, and sometimes to keep reflections, I prefer to be shot on black with
Yeah,
white markers, something. No?
yeah,
But this
would
one
have
was
been.
chroma, and it wasn't too many information, no, to recover. Maybe that's for sure something Nuke will improve massively.
Yeah,
And that's
normally when we handle shots like this, we do them by hand almost. Like sometimes it's better to do it by hand, using frame by frame and actually animating the corner pinner instead of Nuke frame by
mm,
frame. It gives you quite good results. But
yeah.
there's other things that are missing as well. Like I kind of feel that it's a bit weird that you have such white light up on the fingers because of the
Yeah.
screen, because it was gray,
The screen
and
is
then
red.
when
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
it
the
is.
screen is red. So inside of Nuke, what you would have had to do is you would have had to do like some soft masks here on this
Mm,
side where you have the white, and then you would have had to color correct these
mm.
highlights using the color correction node, where you can pinpoint the values and basically just make them red instead of gray,
Yeah,
so that you get these fingers have a bit of red, and this finger and this entire palm here, all of this should have had the bounce of red.
sure,
So
sure,
that's
sure.
that's that's definitely what should happen. And also other things that should happen is that, as you can see from, I can't see the raw footage because you don't show it, but
Yeah, it's
just
already kid. No, not
but
kid. It's already with a spill suppression. No?
yeah,
Remove the green.
but no, but what I mean is, like, you already have quite a lot of depth of field. You see
Yeah,
the
very shallow.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly. You have depth of field here. You have depth of field here. And it's here. It's quite sharp. The sharp place is like around here, and you see
yeah.
your transferring. It's all sharp. So
Yes.
your this would have been fixed inside of Nuke. Basically, what I would have done is use the tracking data that I have for this little box and put a card here, and then I would have used the ramp to make up a fake depth pass, and then with that fake depth pass, I would have tried to match this depth of field. So basically, you have a lot more defocusing on the left side, a lot
Sure.
of sharpness on the middle, and then more sharpness on the right side. And so you should see this a lot of defocus, then a bit less defocus, and then a little bit sharper. And besides
Yeah.
of that, like even the sharpest moment, the sharpest part should also be more blurred. So the whole thing is just too sharp and it's missing depth of field. Again,
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that
yeah.
would work quite nicely doing it in Nuke as well. So you can always try
Sure.
to redo a shot similar to that one.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. And then this one here, you replace the.
Yeah, it's a
So
simple
yeah,
logo removal, and this one was quite dirty with because I did it with Photoshop AI, so it was like just remove it with Photoshop, and then with Mocha Pro using uh, the surface tracking. No?
yeah. Well, I think you did a great job. I think it's looking pretty good.
It sells more or less, no? It sells
Yeah, it does.
the
I,
thing.
I don't
It's
think
quite
I
fast.
have anything to say about this one. I think you did a great job. It kind of matches. It doesn't match exactly the creases on the
Yeah,
on the on the costume on the suit, but it doesn't really matter because it should have broken up here. But so it would have been, if I was doing this in Nuke, what I would have done is I would have used this little section and
hmm,
then use these highlights and bright areas of the creases to make a displacement map to displace the text so that it kind of looks like it's fitting into this hole, these two holes. I don't think it's a big deal here because this is looking quite nice and that's looking really nice. It's more this A that should be more broken up by this.
It's the opposite. It's the opposite, Hugo. Sorry, it's removing the logo from the guy.
Oh, you remove the logo. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry. Then that means that you've applied the wrong creases there. That's what it happens.
Yes.
Then it's the other way around. Okay.
AI creases.
Exactly, I see that. So he's inventing creases because
Yeah.
the problem, because I was trying to see how this was matching the other and it doesn't match. So that means there's no creases here and the crease is only here. So that means that one is actually correct, but these two are not correct. AI is trying to figure this should have been smoother. I'm nitpicking. This is not a big deal. I think it actually did a really good job. Especially the middle and the left side is great. I don't think that's an issue at all. The top one as well here is also working well, although it's
minor disalignments, but
minor, but it's really not a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal at all. So cool, man. Very nice. What's happening with this shot here?
This one, I feel like it's. This is a shot of a lady like from down to up, like trying to touch the ceiling, and then in the ceiling there's some kind of weird textures not happening. But yeah, it's a bit of only roto and a bit of a minor track, and the water, this kind of watery things are done in Octane. But to be honest, this is not like a big deal.
And you don't have a breakdown.
bit of compositing, but not too much.
And you don't have a breakdown.
No, because most of the things, I'm not very. Also, I need to try to keep track of my footage, and not most of the time I lose the original files, or I delete, or too big. So this one I didn't. But yeah, it was just like a regular shot of the empty ceiling with some markers, and it's like mark removal and a bit of compositing.
I see.
The only thing was the hair was a bit, but it was done pretty. I don't know why I put it there because I like the shot. And this one, it's like a before and after but this is full of.
There's a lot of logos. You've put the neon signs there.
Yeah. To be honest, that one is not extremely brilliant also. But anyway, it worked for the time being, but.
Yeah.
I think
the problem that you're having here is that if you look at the original plate, you can see the amount of bokeh and depth of field. Like there's an enormous amount of bokeh, and basically look at this light and look at how much even this one here. And when you put the signs, your signs are too sharp. So this is by looking at the amount of defocusing that should be on this van, and looking at the amount of defocusing of this lamp that they put on set, and then your sign is too sharp. It should have been more defocused. Both of them should have been more defocused. And these ones also a little bit more defocused, especially the pink one. This one is a bit closer. So this one I think is this was already going well. But you're also missing another thing. You see this really bright core of the glow. You're missing that. Like your neon is a bit gray. It's missing the punch of the glow. You see all this white that you have inside. You're missing it. You can kind of see it through here. You see pure white there, and in this side it's like a little bit grayish. So it's missing, and that's on all of them as well. So this one on the back should have also be brighter. This one should be brighter. So more defocused, brighter, and then that's it.
Yes.
But it's good work. It's just a little minor thing, like it's very good work. I think it's just need to work on the bokeh, the brightness of that defocusing. Again, this is stuff that would be much easier to handle inside of Nuke for sure.
Yes. Exactly.
You could probably, you could probably like tweak the black levels also much better if you would have them been there, because your black levels and white levels are a bit off compared to the
A bit
plate.
off, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this one is really short. It's like only
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
only
what's short
one,
on
two,
the
three, four,
cat?
five,
This is,
six. It's only 5 frames long.
yeah, in the that's from the original cat, because also I lost the befores, but it's mainly like green screen on the uh, of this kind of scene. No, in the tracking, there's like some tracking markers to be removed. The
You mean that
kid
this
and
was green screen where this image is?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it has a bit of roto
Yeah.
and there in the some video in the glasses and the pointer. There's
Yeah.
a kind of pointer. It's not very clear, but in the he's pointing. There's like a HUD thing, no, it's spinning.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You're basically missing the light wrapping that naturally you would have had. There's a node inside of Nuke called light wrap, and
yeah,
which brings some of the light of the front to the edge of the basically it's a node that works when you have very bright backgrounds, and you have a darker silhouetted character in front of a bright background, and so the light would wrap around that edge, and so you're kind of missing that on this glove
yeah.
and on the face as well. The green screen though is looking great. I think it just needs a little touch of of light wrapping for it to
Okay.
work a bit better,
Sure.
And I think also like maybe the motion graphic that you put on the screen, it would have been nice if it would have been a bit blacker and a bit more contrasted, because at the moment it looks almost like
Washed out, right?
yeah, it looks like an LCD of an old LCD, a shitty TV. It looks a
Mm.
bit like
It was supposed to be like a projection, I guess. To be honest, I don't remember, but I thought
oh, was
it
it
was like
supposed
a
to be a
projection thing.
projection? So
I don't remember.
okay, okay,
But
okay,
this was out. Definitely, it's washed out.
okay, I see.
You are right.
Okay, and then you have these ones. So this shot here, there's
Yeah.
definitely yeah. Go for it.
No, sorry. I don't want to interrupt you.
No, go for it.
No. This is just the explosions and some. It's from Action VFX. Action VFX goodness there,
Yeah,
and yeah, it's kind of also tracking and
yeah.
some.
So the main problem you're having right now on these shots is the light direction and the light. So
Mm,
it's a very low light. It's I would assume this is sunset. That's probably what it is. Looks like it. Either it's sunset or early morning. I'm not sure, but I think it's a sunset because it's so low and so red. And you can kind of see the shadows. You see the light is super low, and you can kind of see the light hitting the arm of this soldier of the press. You can kind of see
mhm.
it has a huge rim light on the right side, also on the trousers as well. Now your explosions have none of that, and your explosion should really be with light coming from the right side, and then the left side should have been a bit more on shadow, because if the sun is here, then you would have had a rim light here on the
There.
smoke, and then
Yeah.
the cloud of smoke would have made a shadow on itself on the back. So both the three explosions have the wrong light direction, and this has to do with the way the way Action VFX does their things. Action VFX does them very flat, and so
Mm.
they don't really have a light direction. So you would have had to either pick other type of stock, or you would have had to like tweak this stock to make it look a bit more like it's part of it.
Realistic, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So yeah, so this yeah, and you see people on the chat saying about that, like that it should be the light direction is wrong. That's the first thing. So see if you can maybe think about that, but that's a
For sure.
problem. You also have like these really strange semi-transparent pieces of smoke that are kind of like too transparent. You see
Yeah.
this one here
Yeah.
and that one
There is
there.
no supposed like dust coming out from the door, but it's really weird.
Yeah, because they are not really working. They're like a bit too semi-transparent. Okay, and then we have the colorist here working. So is that a screen
Yeah,
replacement?
screen replacement, yes.
It's looking really nice. I think you did a good job. Yeah. Okay. Although I would say that it looks to me like you went a bit too far with the depth of field inside the screen, because looking at the edges of the monitor, and especially
The shadow.
the color surface here, the color grading surface, it doesn't look like it should be so defocused. I think you went a
Yeah.
bit too far. I think it's like maybe twice as should have been half
Yeah.
of it or something, you know. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh,
I need more observation, I guess.
what?
More observation of the reality because sometimes I just
I must
slap things.
I must say, like, it's all there on the plate, you know. It's all
Yeah.
there on the plate. So you just need to like learn to look very deeply into the plate and really try to notice everything. That's really, I'll be honest, my friend, like that's what compositing is. Like it's
Yeah.
someone looking at a plate like this one, and really deeply understanding, okay, where is the light, where's the shadow, what's the color of the shadow, what's the color of the light. And in a way, it's always the same stuff. It's always the same things we're looking at all shots. And once you get to the bottom of your list of, okay, so the light is from the right side and the shadow is bluish, and the shadow is like this amount of darkness and the bright is this amount of brightness. Once you get to the bottom of all of this, then compositing all of it will be a lot easier, because as long as you follow the lead of the plate, you'll be fine, you know. So, and it's the same thing with this shot where the depth of field is just a bit too much. But if you look at the plate closely, you notice that that's not there, you know. Okay, so this one is some motion graphics. This is a
Yeah.
really
Motion
not,
graphics. So
yeah, they look
like
great. Really
plugins.
not much to say about it. This is all really good work, really nice work. All these are really stylized pieces of motion graphic. They look nice. They're really quick as well. Really hard for you to judge because they're so quick.
That one, yeah, that one is Fire Addition also, and the clouds, it's a chroma key but shot things like chroma keys also are something. Uh, I think I need to go deeper, but this is like a chroma key shot outside, and wasn't extremely well. Well, I tried my best to cut out everything, track the camera,
Yeah.
and put the clouds. And the fake clouds are rendered separately because it was a hell to try to render all BDBs. So I rendered each cumulus separately, and
Yeah.
then I composited it. But I mean, it's not like, and some action VFX also somewhere.
Yeah. I
I
th-
bought some stuff
I
to
think
put.
the way they shot this, they shot it with a really strong light from the right side.
Yeah, it was in the desert. The plate was extremely
Yeah.
bright.
Yeah,
And I
it's
tried to recover the a bit the hair and everything, no. But this was
yeah.
one of my first attempts into chroma keying at that level, and was a
Yeah.
bit painful for me. So
I think you did a good job. I don't think it's a bit thick. There's not a lot of detail on the little
yeah,
small lockets of hair, so you're missing some nice detail on the hair. You're missing it's a bit of a cutout. But my biggest gripe is the light direction, because you have extremely strong light on her with an extreme shadow, and then even on the this white shot as well, and then the clouds are ignoring all of that. Like the clouds have
mhm.
none of that light, you know. The clouds should also have a light
The same
from
direction. Yeah,
above, yeah, with the same direction. So that's the and also missing some light wrapping as well,
yeah,
of wrapping her around the clouds, because such a white background would make her a lot more white. She would have bounced with a
mm,
lot of white on her
more
face, you
light.
know.
No? Yeah,
Because when you're with a lot of white on, you know, especially, you know, you see that on my face now. Right now, I'm just looking at this image on my face. There's a lot of white just because I'm looking at it
yeah,
now. So she would
yes,
have
yes.
been filled with white because of the clouds. You know, she would have been really bright,
Mm,
and she's not. She's not really affecting. And I guess then on this shot here, again, like I can see that this looks okay, but there's like it's nice for a stylized shot, but if it's for a photorealistic shot, there's a bit of mismatching between all of it. So, for example, the fire, you've placed the fire, I'm assuming, isn't it?
Yeah, there's some beats, some real beats, because they use like props, no, for doing
Yeah,
this thing. But so there's some real ones, but it's like with a ton
yeah.
of assets on top.
I think there's a few mismatching here. So, when you have so much fire, it would have lit up more her. She would have had the natural
More.
lighting of fire, which it flickers and moves
Mm,
around. And the same with the rocks as well. The rocks would have had the flickering of the shadows. It's not easy to do that with this kind of shot because this background is obviously not shot with all that fire. So it's
yeah.
it's either you would have reconstructed in 3D and then project some new lighting into it, or there's really not much better way. I mean, you can get away with the close up. The close up, I think you'll be fine because on the close up that looks nice and there's
Yeah.
no one really cares about you're looking at the talent. No one really cares about that. But I think your wide shot is looking strange, because of the light interaction and that
Sure.
you clearly kind of feel that she's not really there in terms of the same lighting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and
And the close up it's also the same with some fire, and the eye color is replaced. So the
yeah,
pupils
I see,
were
I see.
something.
Okay, I see.
That's it.
Then on this one here, also, I think considering that this fire, I think the scale looks strange. Is this supposed to
Yeah.
be a big garbage container?
Yeah. But yeah, it's supposed to be a big one. But since this is also a 3D environment, the only real thing is the fire. And yeah, I think maybe it's a bit off. It seems
Well,
like a
I think
miniature.
what makes it off is the scale because the depth of field you've put so much defocus on it that it
Hmm.
looks like a miniature.
Yeah.
And so because it looks like a miniature, then you look at the size of it and then you look at the fire. The fire looks big, and then the trash can looks small because of the depth of field. And so you kind of like can't really connect this fire with this. I think if you had a lot more sharpness, if everything was a lot more sharp, I think it would have looked more realistic.
More
Um,
sense, right? Yeah.
yeah, because it looks like a miniature, and because the miniature is making this fire look small as well. Then another
Yeah.
thing as well is that the fire like this would have had more bright areas inside of it. So because
Mm,
it would have glown more and would have had a more hot core. I think
yeah.
inside of it, it should glow more and it should have a lot more bright areas, a lot more. And then it's because it's trash. I would have assumed that there should have been some black smoke coming out of it because it's
Yes.
trash. You have
Yeah.
rubber, you have dirt, you have whenever you burn trash. If you look at on the internet, it's just black smoke.
Black smoke. Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
black
Yeah.
smoke because there's a lot of plastic inside of
Yes. Yes.
trash.
Yes.
So I think it's depth of field that you went a bit too far, and it's the glow of the fire, and then an extra layer of smoke would have helped. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, man. Thank you for all the critique because I will take it for sure extremely carefully
I hope you
next
don't
time.
get. I hope you don't not. I hope you're not getting down because of this. I
No,
hope you.
no, no, at all, at all.
I'm
No,
I'm trying.
I know. I'm very happy to hear it from some pros of the industry.
I completely agree with what Mikhail is saying on the chat there. He's actually right. The shot looks like a tilt and shift. That's what
Yeah.
it looks like because of the depth of field mismanaged, and it looks like there's yeah. And Mikhail also saying it should be a lot brighter inside of the bin. Absolutely,
Mm.
because if you're exposing a shot like this, keep in mind that if this was shot on a camera, because it's such a dark environment, we would have had to put the exposure quite low to try to capture this at nighttime almost. And then
Mm.
because of this being so dark, the brightness of the fire would have blown up. So
Yeah.
there would have been parts that would have been really so bright, almost white. So don't be afraid of brightening things up. That's how it works in real life, you know. So okay, so then we have this really quick shot here with someone in here, and then we have you have some really quick shots sometimes that are super quick. Like some of them are like 2 seconds long, 2 frames, 3 frames, 5 frames.
Yes.
Let's see here. What else?
Yeah, this is all CG. All CG.
All CG.
This series. Yeah. Some sex particles and all CG.
Looks cool, man. I really don't have much to say. This is just motion graphics, and I think it could always improve if you go to Nuke and to do it a bit more, but definitely. Oh, this is really quick. Definitely, I think you have some really good work here, and I think mainly what I would say is that perhaps maybe like you already said, try to have more, learn more Nuke and try to go to the Nuke a bit more, and try to apply better depth of fields, better distortions, use more grain, stuff like that. I think that would have helped a lot your shots. But you have some good work now as a compositor. Really, if you think about it, if you wanted to apply as a compositing position, you need a lot of more shots like the footage ones. You need more green screen shots. You need more shots like this. You need more footage in general on your show reel. Shots like this, that's the kind of shot you want to. And one thing I must say, as much as your show reel looks fantastic, I think there's too many shots, and I think some of the the really tiny ones, the short ones, it's a bit too short. I think you went a bit too far. I think you should just remove some of them. And in the future, as you progress as an artist, I think you should start considering having 2 show reels. You should have a motion graphic show reel where you would just focus your motion graphic, and then you should have a second show reel for just compositing.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a very common thing that we do in the industry. But yeah, it's great work. I think you've done some excellent work here. You just need to keep me posted and keep talking to me, and we can continue talking about this show reel. So
of course, thank you very much. And I have your course. The thing is, I wanted so deeply to start digging into compositing with something like that, no, and also some basics like all the tips you are telling me are extremely helpful and valuable. So yeah, these kind of things about the light direction, the noise. Yeah, I think I will take extra care.
Yeah, no, of course. And you're a student of mine now, so as you probably notice, we have a Discord channel. You can talk to me. You can post it on Discord. There's hundreds of people there. We have over 2,000 people on the Discord channel with the students. There's at least every day, there's at least 200 people talking there. And I'm there as well. You can tag me. You can message me. You're always more than welcome to return to the Showreel Reviews. And if you have more shots, ask me for advice. I'm happy to try to help as best as I can,
Thanks so much. It's extremely valuable.
But be happy, a lot of people on the chat here saying that they really like your shots, so a lot of people really enjoyed it. And I hope, more people follow your YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
And
amazing.
I hope they do. I hope they follow YouTube channel more, and I hope they subscribe. I'm gonna put the link again on the chat here for people to.
Thanks so much.
Of course.
No, at the end, it's like a long journey, and so I'm trying to keep learning every day, and I share with the people a bit of the stuff I'm good at, or just a bit good.
I'll put it on the chat again. So guys, go and support Pablo's channel. It's in Spanish, but support the Spanish community, and you can always put subtitles, of course, if you want to, or you can get to learn Spanish. It's always good. Get to learn a second language,
Of course.
Thank you so much, Pablo, for, well, first of all, thank you so much for showing your work. Your work is excellent. And
Thank you.
second of all, thank you so much for being such a trooper, last minute showing up on the Showreel Reviews. Thank you so much. I know
You're
I only
welcome.
contacted you an hour before. So thank you so much for being so quick on jumping aboard on this showreel.
Thanks to you guys, and it's a huge pleasure to be here and listen some good advice from pros in
Cool.
the industry.
Cool. I'll talk to you very soon,
Thank
Pablo.
you.
Don't be a stranger. We'll talk later. Thanks, man.
Sure, sure. Thank you, Hugo.
Bye.
Bye. I will hang now. Eh?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Bye, guys.
Okay, cool. That was excellent. Great work from Pablo. Don't forget to follow his channel. He has a YouTube channel with mostly motion graphic tutorials and video editing and After Effects tutorials in Spanish. So for the Spanish community on the chat here, please follow and support his channel. We always need more good training channels on YouTube as well. I know we're a bit behind, so apology, Jacqueline, if you're still waiting on the chat. So, Jacqueline, I'll be with you shortly. We're going to do a break. The break usually is 10 minutes long, as usual. During the break, I'll be showing the trailer of my wife's book, Green Recipes for All. I hope you can enjoy that trailer. I'll also be showing the trailer of BenQ as well, which are the sponsors of our stream. I'll put a timer as I usually do. Don't forget that we are always do respectable streaming here, so we do it for 10 minutes. And you can put a timer, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. And in the meantime, I'll leave you with the BenQ's commercial and then with Anna's commercial for her amazing book. And I hope you enjoy. And I hope you consider buying the book, of course. And I'll be with you, Jacqueline, in about 15 minutes. So don't go anywhere. I'll see you all very soon. And yeah, I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Hello everyone! I'm super excited to give you a glimpse of my first cookbook, Green Recipes for All, featuring over 50 dishes inspired by amazing Mediterranean food. Inside you can find recipes made with a variety of fresh, healthy and versatile ingredients and popular plant-based products. These are great choices whether you already follow a plant-based diet or simply wish to cook a few weekly meat-free meals to reduce your overall meat consumption. In the book, you'll find a wide range of new and exclusive recipes from soups and big salads to main courses and desserts, as well as some of the most popular recipes here on my channel, such as the perfectly cooked non-stick rice or the tabbouleh style bulgur and mixed bean salad. Not forgetting a new version of the delicious tofu chocolate mousse. So, if you'd like to have a look at my book and try some of the recipes, just visit any Amazon marketplace and order a copy, which is available in hardcover, paperback or digital formats. Hope you enjoyed the book, have fun cooking, and see you next time.
Okay, we are back. Thank you so much for still being here, and much appreciated all the kind words that everyone has done for the showreel. Also, I've left a link on the description if you enjoyed Anna's trailer. I've posted it during the break for her book. Please keep that in mind. There's the link there on the chat, and you can go and buy it if you want to. It's available on paperback, hardcover, and on Kindle as well. So we're gonna go for the last review of the day. Remember, if you want to be part of these reviews, there's a link on the description where you can make your appointment. These are from appointment only, so you can only really be part of it if you make an appointment. You can always contact me if you need any help with the appointments. I'm happy to help. Don't forget that we have a giveaway once we are done with the reviews. The giveaway is here on the screen right now. So there's also a link on the chat as well. Let's see how many people have signed up for the giveaway, actually. The giveaway is also on the top of the chat as well. I'm giving away one of my Nuke courses. Let's see how many people have signed up. Okay, so we have 40 people that have signed up. That's great. So let's see how many more people sign up. So we have 40 people so far that have signed up. So if you want, you can do that QR code, or you can use the link on the chat. If you want to be part of my Nuke course is available now for 50% off. So the link is on the chat as well, and you have the QR code there, and you have also the link there as well. And don't forget that next week we will be coming back to the Disconstructions. So next week we'll be doing the Hugo Disconstructs, and this will be the 9th edition. So you can always watch back the old ones. Again, like always, we're gonna giving away a Nuke Indie license while we do the stream. And then we're going to continue disconstructing real production shots from real projects that I've done over the years. So yeah, and it's time to have a little bit of a beverage. So here's my green cola moment. As you know, I'm not sponsored by Green Cola. I wish I was. I'm not sponsored by them, but I do love their cola. Their cola actually doesn't have any acid, so it doesn't break up your teeth. It's a lot much more natural cola, and also the flavors are nice as well. I'm gonna have a little bit of moment here. Look at that. Okay. That worked. That hit the spot. Okay, so we're gonna go into the last real review of the day. I'm gonna put up the review. Where's my Wacom tablet pen? Oh, here we go. So I'm gonna open up the review and let's join here. Don't spill. I know I have so much stuff on my desk here. Would have been like horrible if I would have spilled. Okay, so let's see if they are here joining my call. Okay, let's see here. So, auto. Okay, are you here? Let's see if you're here. Are they here? Are they here? I hope so. So, Jacqueline, I am ready for you. If you want to join the call, go for it. I think you're in the chat. I've seen you here. So, you can join the call now. You can join now, Jacqueline. See if they show up. Okay, so just a second. Okay, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello there, how are you doing?
Hi, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly well. Okay, great. So, apologies for the
Hi, sir.
delay.
No, sir, that's fine.
So, tell me something, Jacqueline. Are you going to be joining on webcam or just sound, so just audio?
I'll try.
Sorry,
But
what?
please bear with the quality of the cam. It's not that good.
You don't have to join with webcam. I'm just asking you if you want to. If you don't want to, it's not a problem. Do you want to join just with audio?
Yeah. Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
I can see you now. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's do this. Let me just give me a second because I want to I want to just have you on the screen here so that people can see you as well. Just give me one moment, okay? One moment. Just give me one moment. I'm just trying to sort out my apologies for this. Okay. Why is this not working? Okay. Google Meet is always such a procedural thing. It's always such a messy thing. Okay, I think now I can do it that way. Okay, cool. Okay. What is happening here? Apologies, just give me 1 second. I'm having some issues here with my Google Chrome. Apologies, everyone. Okay, give me just 1 second if you don't mind. I have to leave the call and I'll be right back, okay? You don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. Apologies, everyone. I'm having a difficult day. Apologies for that. I'm having some problems on my side. Need to sort this out because oh man, Google Meet is the worst. It's worse than Zoom. It's worse than I've ever seen. It's just absolutely trash. Where's the truck? I know. I need to put the truck, right? I don't have the truck on my video. I need to do that. Yeah, I need to put the garbage truck on fire for sure. Yeah, Google Meet is just unbearable sometimes, and I just can't understand how someone can actually even use this, because it is just so difficult to work with. You know. Okay, I think now I can get this to work. Okay, there we go. Finally, this worked. Okay, I think now this is working. I think now it's working. Let's see here. Okay, so I'll turn on that. And okay, we're getting somewhere, Jacqueline. Apologies for this. Okay, so I'm gonna put on the screen so now everyone can see you. So apologies for the delay. I'm so sorry for the delay today. I've been having so many technical issues today. I don't know why. Usually it's a lot smoother than this. I promise that it will be smoother next time. So, Jacqueline, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself before we even start looking at your work?
Yeah. Hi there. My name is Jacqueline Rebello. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I think there's an issue with my cam.
Your camera?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. That's
Is
not a
it
problem.
fine?
We don't need to have your camera. You want to switch off your camera?
Yes, sir. I think it's not working.
Okay, that's fine. That's not a problem. We can just have audio. It's not a problem.
Okay, sir. So my name is Jacqueline Rebello.
Yep.
So I'm basically currently learning in the final year of my degree in animation and VFX, and I want to be a VFX compositor,
Okay.
like basically. And I have done like my journey. I can explain you from a graphic designer to a motion graphic designer, and then finally editing and VFX.
Okay. Can I just ask one thing, Jacqueline, before you
Yes,
continue
sir.
to explain? I think you are, if you're using a microphone, I think you're too far away from the microphone, and we can hear you we hear a lot of the environment, and we hear you very
Okay.
low. Could you get yourself closer to
Okay.
the microphone, you think?
Yeah, sure. Sure. Now I'm audible.
Yeah, go get closer to the microphone. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Can you get any closer?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Can you hear me now clearly?
We can no, we still hear you the same way. We still hear a lot of environmental noise, and it's very difficult to understand what you're saying because it's very noisy where you are. Okay,
Hello.
this sounds promising. Go for it. Yeah.
Yep. Hello.
Yeah.
Yep. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you better.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, this is perfect now.
One second.
Whoa.
Hello.
Whoops. What happened there? Wow. Okay. Yeah, try it again. Oh, I think I lost you now. I think I completely lost you. I must have lost you because I can't hear you anymore. Can you hear me? Hello, Jacqueline? Can you hear me? Yeah, you're probably. People on the chat are suggesting that you might have a wire broken or something. It could be because we're getting a lot of noise on the signal. Um, we can't hear you though, so I'm not sure if you're gonna return. Wait a second? Okay, that's fine. We can wait a second. It's not a problem. Okay, cool. In the meantime, don't forget we're gonna be doing the show review, the Hugo's Desk giveaway today as well. So don't forget that we'll be joining. Not that one. It's that one. We'll be joining. If you want to be part of the giveaway, just use the QR code and the link on the chat, and you'll get there. Now we'll see if we can get Jacqueline back.
Hello.
If we, yeah, can you hear you?
Hello.
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 Yeah, we still hear you very, very low. We can barely hear you.
Hello.
There was a moment just before that we could hear you really well. So, yeah. Are you using a microphone, Jacqueline?
Hello.
Okay. Well, we'll try to hear what you're saying. Like, just try to speak up a bit more, and we'll go for it.
Hello.
Yeah, go for it.
Can you hear me now?
Wait.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go for it. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Go for it. Oh my god. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah? Go. Speak up. You can go for it.
Can you hear me right now?
It's it's even lower now. Oh my god. Okay, Jacqueline. Jacqueline, can you hear me? Okay, I think we lost her again. Um, maybe we will skip this, I guess, because we can't really get the hold of Jacqueline and get her to. We can't really hear her. So I don't think. I don't think we can get this going, really, to be honest. So maybe we do it next time, Jacqueline. What do you think? Maybe we can try this and try it and test it before we do the talk, because I think we've completely lost you now. Maybe we try another day. Should we try another day? Should we do that? Yeah, I think I lost. I'm here. Okay, but we can't hear you though. We can't hear. I know you're here on the call, but we can't hear you. There's no sound coming through.
Hello?
Yeah, you're back now. Yeah, go for it. So,
Hello?
yes, Jacqueline, do you want to continue then?
Yes, sir. Myself, Jacqueline Rebello. I'm currently in the last year pursuing my degree in animation and VFX from my college, and from a way long with my graphic designing, then motion graphics designer and video editing, and now finally VFX in the VFX field of compositing.
Cool.
So I'm still learning and I'm a beginner, frankly speaking. To be honest, my portfolio and a showreel is not like traditional showreel. It's just a portfolio, and I'm looking forward for the guidance from you to start my VFX compositor, like journey of my VFX compositor.
Of course, of course. Okay, so first of all, thank you so much for bearing with us, and thank you so much for fixing the audio. Much appreciated.
Yes, yes.
And thank you so much for being here today, and for the delay. I'm sorry because I know we should have started
No,
earlier.
sir, not an issue, sir.
And you don't need to call me sir. It's okay. You can call me Hugo. That's not a problem. So Jacqueline, tell me. Maybe I've missed it on the beginning. Where are you calling from? Like, where are you right now?
I'm calling from India,
Oh, cool. Which city are you calling from?
Mumbai.
Oh, cool, excellent. I've been in Mumbai once. It's a beautiful city. I was there once, about 10 years ago.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was in Mumbai for around a week.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a vacation. I was working, and I
Oh,
was
good.
visiting some studios and visiting some companies. I went to Red Chili's to visit. I went to Trace VFX to visit. I went
Oh,
to
cool.
FutureWorks as well. So I
Yeah.
went to a bunch of companies in Mumbai to visit and to say hello to some friends, and yeah, it was nice.
Cool,
It was
cool.
very nice, very nice. Okay, so yeah, I guess I understood from your when I saw your show reel, I did notice
Yeah.
that it isn't really a show reel. I understand what you mean because it's like
Yeah.
yeah, and I'll put it on the screen for everyone to see.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yeah, I'll put it on the screen for everyone to see, and I will also share my screen with you so that you can see it as well.
Yes.
So that you can see what we are, so that you can see whatever else is watching. Now I'm gonna remove the sound and I'm gonna put it on the screen for everyone to see. So basically your show reel, really, to be honest, it's not really a show reel. It's more like
Yes, sir.
showcasing your work, your biography,
Yes, sir.
and the
Yeah.
various work that you've done. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about this. For how long have you been doing editing, for example?
Editing, like I've been doing since 3 years.
Okay, cool.
Uh, uh, in After Effects, Premiere Pro, and that's it.
And how for and your objective is to become a compositor, or do you want to continue also doing editing?
No, actually, I want to become a compositor, VFX compositor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And so we can see here on your show reel that you have a few shots that you've done with compositing on the beginning here.
Yes, sir.
And then I know you have, that's about a minute of your show reel. And then the
Yeah.
last 5 minutes is basically all
Uh,
the work that you've been doing in video editing, isn't it?
yes, sir.
And so, in terms of editing, just before we go into the compositing, it says here that you are doing Bollywood music video mashup. So, what is that intend to? Are you doing music videos? Is that what you've been editing, or commercials, or what kind of work is this that you're watching?
It's a basic video mashup. Like during my course, I had made the mini projects. I've like experimented on the projects, like mashups, editing, edits, effects.
And so, for those of us that don't, I, for example, don't know what a mashup is. I'm sorry, maybe I'm too old. But can you explain to the audience what a mashup is? What is that?
Video mashup is basically like how it is projected here. It's of Bollywood music, like it's in a party form. Like we can play it in a music mashup in a parties and all. And I had given some effects to the videos. It's basically from the films which the musics are, and hence the mashup is big.
Okay, so I guess okay, that's cool. So it's almost like a playlist of videos, and then people are watching it on a party. Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
yes,
That's cool. And all of these that we're watching here, they're all mashups that you've done, right? Like,
yes, sir.
yeah, cool, excellent. It's really nice work. Really enjoy this. I know I don't have the sound on, but if I put the sound on, I'll be claimed on YouTube because of the copyright
Okay,
strike.
okay.
So I do
Yeah,
apologize that I
that's fine.
don't put the music on, and I do know that these videos will be much better with music. But I can just put it a few seconds. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not gonna put more than 5 seconds because I'm gonna be claimed on YouTube if I do that, and they then bring down the monetization of the channel. Okay, cool. And so, tell us a little bit about how did this happen. So you were editing, you were doing these works, and why do you want to be a composer? Is it because you like visual effects? Did you develop a passion for it? Tell us a little bit about that.
Like personally, I like the visual effects. Like compositing, basically, I love realism. Like so, compositing in Nuke, and it's all basically about the realism and lighting in the real world environment. And I'd also made some matte paintings. If you have a look
Hmm.
in the Adobe Photoshop, and yeah,
Cool.
I also love compositing in the animation field, like CG. I've done a small project which is basically a character of a goose, which is like roaming around in the sky. I have composited that, but it's a bit basically a bit huge file, so I was not able to put it in this.
I see. I see. That's fine. Okay, so well, let's get back to the beginning. So, I really like this actually. This is the first time This is the first time ever that I've seen a showreel that has the photo of the artist and a little biography. This is a fantastic idea, by the way. I've never seen this
Thank you,
before,
sir.
and it's such a good idea. I don't know if it's gonna start to happen more often, but I like this. I like this a lot because you can just put it on still, you can put it on pause, and then you can
Yes,
get
sir.
to read your biography. It's a really nice idea. Congratulations.
Okay, sir.
I found it really nice. The only thing that I would just say to you is that it would be nice if it has if it has your name there, because it says the portfolio. I think you could put your name already right here, and
Yes, sir. Yes.
also when you
Yes,
put
sir.
about me, I think it should have your name, so that people
Yes, sir.
know and
Yes,
see
sir.
your name right away.
Yes,
I
sir.
know your name is later.
Actually,
You
it's
you
in
have
the PDF.
yeah.
PDF one. I don't know what happened here, but it's not projecting my name. It's in the PDF too.
Oh yeah, the PDF you
Yeah.
sent me. I can open
Yeah.
up that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna open up that. Oh, no, that PDF is not also. So this is the PDF that I'm watching now, and it's also not your name there. You see, that's the PDF. But then I see your name on the
Actually,
third page. That's fine.
okay.
So
Yeah.
it's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. I don't think this is a problem at all. I thought it was just like a really nice little thing of having an about me. Maybe this will be the first time people see it and people start using this. This is really nice.
Yes.
Uh, okay, so you then have a few composting shots. So tell us a little bit about this project here that you have, which is like some people dancing, and we
Yeah.
have the effects. Like
Yeah.
what is this a production project that you've done for some company, or is it a personal project?
No, no. It's basically a personal project in which the girl is dancing is on the green screen,
Mm-hmm.
and I have done this in After Effects,
Cool.
and I have cloned it and given the effects of saber effects and the cloning effects, putting out and grabbing out the alpha channels, and that's it.
Cool. This is really nice work, and I think you did good there. Like, it probably would be a good exercise if you want to start becoming a compositor. I
Yes,
would
sir.
definitely advise you to maybe try to redo these shots inside of Nuke and see what you can
Okay,
achieve
sir.
inside of Nuke.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if you want to become a compositor, you probably want to like really get into Nuke.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, have you started learning Nuke? Is that what you're doing right
Yes,
now?
sir. Yes, sir.
You don't need to say sir, please. You make me sound so old. I'm not that
Okay.
old. You can just say Hugo, or you don't need to say sir, please. We're all together here. We're all a community. I know I'm old, but I'm not that old.
Okay.
Okay, so and yeah,
I
so
had done green screen removing in Nuke.
and how's that going? Are you
The
still
short.
learning? You still learning Nuke, or are you
Yes, sir.
already quite
Yes,
good on
yes,
it?
yes. I'm still learning Nuke.
Cool. Okay. And
Further, there's a video lady driving in the car. So
yeah,
that
I
was
saw
one of
that.
the
I saw that.
shots.
And
Yeah.
how's it going with the learning of Nuke? Are you learning it on some school, or are you learning it online by yourself? How's that going?
Like I'm learning currently in the institute, and
Hmm.
also referring to your videos on the YouTube.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
and self learning.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for watching my videos. So, okay, so we'll get to the green screen in a minute, so we'll follow this by order. So what's going on here with this shot here, with the right-on effect?
Yeah, it's a basically write-on effect, which is made in After Effects.
Cool.
Basic effects like the girl is drawing something in the air, like in front of her.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like this a
It
lot, and
was
I like this a lot. Yeah, this is cool.
it was an assignment given in our institute to make this effect.
Yep. I think the only thing I would say, and of course, forgive me if I'm going to give you some criticism, but I feel like, but this is why this is a review, I feel like it would have been nice if you would have, well, first of all, I think the way you show the shots, it would have been nice if you would have seen them in full screen, because I feel like I'm watching them
Yeah.
very tiny.
Yes, sir.
I think you should show this one big and then that one
Widen
big.
it. Okay.
Yeah, I think you can do that. And
Yeah.
then Jacqueline, I think also like you could definitely, I think, done a better job trying to track the finger, because I think you see there's a bit of a delay on the finger.
Yeah, yeah,
So you see,
yeah.
like, her finger is ahead of your effect, and so you're a
Yeah.
couple of
Yes,
frames
sir.
off, where the effect, the little core of the effect, should really be on the finger.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, that could have been adjusted. And the other thing as well, especially on this shot on the upper left, at the end, there's like a camera shake, and I think that's the footage itself. Like someone probably hit the tripod, or someone hit the tripod, and so you want to do two things here. Like, either you remove this section because it's someone hitting the tripod and it shakes, or you
Yes, sir.
need to track your motion graphics so it shakes with the camera as well. So that means it's
Okay.
actually part of the shot. And so, because if, let's imagine that this shake was in purpose, and so if it was in purpose, your effect should also shake as well together. I
Yeah.
think you could do that. And then that's for
Got
that
it.
shot. Then for this shot here, which you have, this one is much more well synced. You can kind of see your follow the finger in a much better way. One thing that I would tell you is there's two little things that I would advise you to try to accomplish. The first one would be that I think there's some kind of problem with the resolution of your line. So you can see that we
Yes.
see jagged edges. It almost looks like your white line is actually pixelated. That's one little problem that you have here. And then the other thing I would say is that this sparkle, this effect of particles that are coming out of the finger, they look cool,
Yes.
but since your finger is moving, I actually think they should be following the finger, so that they should be actually, the emission.
On the finger.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
emission of the particles should be following, so that you have a trail of particles. So
Yes, sir.
when the finger is moving, you would see the particles would have stayed on the air, so it would have trailed down, it would have stayed in the air, and then it would have motion blurred a little bit more. I think right now
Yes.
what happens here is that it looks like this is a static particle system that you've just attached to the finger. And really what you should
Yes,
do
sir.
is you should do the core of your finger should be the emitter of the particles,
Yes, sir. Got it.
Yeah, I think that would have looked better. Okay, so moving on to the green screen removal. So this is, what is this shot? Like, is it from a production, or is it something you've done on your personal work?
Personal projects.
And so where did you find this footage, by the way?
From online.
Online? Okay, cool.
Online video shop. Yes.
Okay, cool. And so, again, I would advise you to have these shots full screen. I don't think you need to have
Okay.
them so tiny in a square. I think you did a good job with the key. The only thing I would, I think you did a pretty good job with the little detail of the hair on the back there. I can actually
Yes.
see the detail. By the way, I wanted to ask you, do you see my mouse moving?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to check. So I think, you did a really good job with the detail of the hair, the semi-transparency, even on the neck area here. Although, you see all this hair is still there, which is really nice, really well
Yeah.
done. You did a really good job with the key. Now, there's a little problem with the editing here. You can kind of see when you wipe from your composite from the original footage to the composite, it's not matching. It would be nice if your
Okay.
wipe matches the same frame, so that we're actually wiping, so we can see the exact same frame, you know.
Okay.
That would be nicer. Now, on the front here, I think she has probably a little bit more hair detail. That it is looking like you're lacking a little bit of detail on the hair on the front here, but it's again a very minor thing. I think you actually did a really good job with the keying, and
Okay.
even the keying of the rest of the car as well. And now there's a few semi-transparent issues as well that you need to kind of figure out. So where I have my mouse here, which is like the limit of the door,
Yes.
you have you need to make this more opaque in terms of the alpha channel, because you see when you see the background going through, you see
It's
that's
overlapping.
semi-transparent.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be overlapping because the
Yeah.
edge of the door should be completely thick. So that's a problem there. But then it
Yes.
only happens on the edge of the car. It doesn't happen on the hair, and it doesn't happen on her. And it doesn't happen on the back either here. It's only really on the front area that you need to work a bit
Yes.
better with that, you know. Yeah. But overall, I think you did a good job. Okay, so what about this shot here? Green screen removal 3D tracking. Is this also a personal project?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, okay, so you have the green screen there, which you've done, and then you have some footage happening on the screen, and then you have a reflection as well. Now, I think there's a couple of problems here. Not too many problems, but a few problems. So, the first problem I would say is that your keying is a bit too soft. So
Okay.
your edges, the edges of the finger, they're too blurry.
Okay.
You see, if you look at the hand, it's quite sharp. You see, it doesn't really have, it's quite sharp. The edge, the whole thing is very defined on the fingers. And then when
Yes.
I go to your, sorry, I lost my. There you go. When we wipe, you see how much blur you have. You have too much edge blurring.
Yeah.
So you need to either key a bit better so you have a more thicker edge for the finger, or you might need to rotoscope this, because I think
Okay.
it's
Okay.
not working really well. Yeah. So just to let you know that. Also, I've just I didn't even like looking at that, and someone on the chat was talking about the green spill. You definitely need to remove more of the green spill suppression happening, especially on the mirror of the car, because you see there's like a lot of green suppression. If you look at the original, you see there's a lot of green spill everywhere. And I think once you put in your comp,
Yes.
I feel like you're still having a little bit of green on the mirror. Now going back to your comp with the laptop, so the key needs to be a bit tighter, the edge needs to be sharper and a bit more defined. And then the other, because you see the edge is not as blurry. And then the other thing is the footage that you've put in. The black points are not correct. So you see, if you look at the laptop, the darkest thing on this laptop is this port here, which I think it's the network port, or maybe even the shadow here on the front, or even the keys of the keyboard, which have like this kind of gray tint to it. Now your screen is too black. This is gray. It needs to be more washed out, because I mean, as much as I believe that monitors can do pure blacks, the only type of monitors that can do pure black is an OLED monitor and a very expensive monitor. And this laptop is very old. This laptop would definitely not have these good blacks. This is a really old laptop. It's a Vaio. Sony Vaio doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
So the LCD on these panels would have been very bad in terms of blacks. And you can actually see that from your original footage. When you look at the footage here, you even see the vignetting you see how dark it is on the corner here, and then it's brighter on the middle, and then it's darker on the edges. That's because the panel, the TFT panel, is not uniform. You don't have any uniformness on this image, and so you need to bring that gray level into your footage that you've comped, and also the uniformness. You need to like fake the vignetting of the edges of the corners, of the dark corners, into your footage that you're comping in. That means that the black shouldn't be this black, and also there should be uneven surfaces of more edges of darkness on the sides than on the center.
And the edges,
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Someone on the chat saying there was a really good machine. Yeah, it was. Like, it was a really good machine. And it's a very old laptop. Is this a piece of footage that you filmed, or is it from the net as well, the internet? Is this a...
It's a stock footage.
Stock footage? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Now, tell us a little bit about this shot here. So, VFX shot, effects in CC. So, what's going on here?
It's actually being shooted by me and added the effect.
Okay, cool. So, I think you went a bit too. I think you went a bit too far with the color correction. It looks very dark to me, and it looks. It doesn't look especially realistic. The color correction you have. So, I feel like it's not really helping your shot. Now, the other thing as well is that the tracking is not correct. So if you go frame by frame, you can kind of see that he opens the lightsaber, which is fine, but then you see that the lightsaber is still moving after he stopped. So you see his hand stops here, and then the lightsaber is still moving for another 3 frames. So you see you have 1, 2, 3. These 3 frames, the lightsaber should be static and attached to this hand, and then you stay there.
Yeah.
So the lightsaber tracking,
It's moving.
yeah, it's like 3 frames off here. So you need to like adjust that, and then it stays here. Then the other thing as well that you should consider, I think it's nice that you've done the light interaction on the floor. That's fine.
Yeah.
But it's very unrealistic. I think that's okay that you leave this here, but I don't think you should have graded the plate this dark, because it's almost clamped. It's almost like losing all the dynamic range of the image. I would have preferred to see the footage as it was, without you putting so much color correction on top of the plate, because it's looking very unrealistic now. And then the other thing as well is this lightsaber should be interacting the lighting on the hand, and you should have a little bit more light interaction on the face and on the body, you know. So I think that's it. Okay, cool. And then the rest, of course, is your video editing portfolio, which we don't need to go through, but one thing you could tweak here is, I think we don't need to see this. We don't need to see. You can edit this out. This part of saying that they're looking for an app on Microsoft Store, you can edit this out of your showreel. You don't need to have this thing here, because it looks like it's a little mistake that you have here. So that the video starts, you should cut that out, and so the video only starts here on the first frame. Okay. So. Okay. So now, you have some good work here, but of course some stuff that you need to fix. But on the very beginning and on the email, I'm gonna put looping just the shots, but just the shots of the compositing. So not the editing, because the editing is not really something we need to look at, you know. Because it's just editing. And you're here for the compositing thing. So one thing I will say to you is that Jacqueline, be careful with stuff like this. You have a frame of fallout here of the TV show.
Yes, sir.
Be careful, because you didn't work on the show, did you? Did you work on the film?
No,
Hello?
sir.
Yeah.
It's basically template
Yeah,
wise,
so
which I got from the net.
but be careful because anyone watching your showreel, a company
Yes, sir.
watching getting a showreel, will get the wrong impression. They'll think that
Okay.
you've worked on Fallout, and then they'll ask
Okay.
you. I was gonna ask you that when I saw your showreel. I thought, oh, maybe she worked on the Fallout show. Maybe did some roto or some keying or something.
Yeah,
It's very
no, no.
misleading because people are gonna think that you've worked on this film. So be careful with that.
That was a mistake. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So just just to save you the question when you're doing an interview.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to like put this here. So starting from here. So I'm gonna just leave this looping. Okay. So you asked me for advice on your email and also when we started talking before you booked this showreel review, and so and I'm let's talk about that really because right now you have some interesting things here. You have some nice effects here. You have some good green screen skills, but you are having some mistakes on some of the shots, and I think you need to work on some of them. And you can
Yes,
always
sir.
rewatch. You can always rewatch this review that we did here. I will put
Yeah.
I will put chapters on the YouTube channel so that you can go through and watch just your section. But it will be live tomorrow. But I think if you really want to work as a composer in a company, you
Yes,
need to
sir.
start thinking about having more shots. You need more shots of green screen because
Okay.
your best shot is this one with the lady on the car, by far your best
Yes, sir.
shot. We need to have more of this quality. You need to also
Okay.
showcase some rotoscoping shots where you show actual rotoscoping and actual black and white
Rotoscope.
shapes and actually show a difficult rotoscope shot because right now
Okay.
looking at your showreel, I think this this shot, this is too stylized, and so it's cool for motion graphics, but it's
Yes, sir.
probably not good enough for visual effects or compositing unless you
Yeah.
redo this and you show
Yeah.
us the rotoscope and you show us in full
Got it.
screen. So if you show it in
Understood.
full screen and you show the rotoscoping, then you could probably keep it on your showreel. And
Okay.
then the second shot, this one, this is just an experimental shot, and this is, of course, very much like a school project. And I feel like
Yeah.
either you want to improve these shots or maybe consider having something else, because I think these shots are cool and they are interesting, but they are potentially not good enough to have on a proper compositing showreel.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the lady in the car. This is awesome. You should start your showreel with this shot. It's your best
Okay.
shot, so it should be the first
Thank you,
shot on
sir.
your showreel. And then potentially your second shot could be this one, but you need to fix it. You need to fix the black
Yeah, the
point of the
screen.
screen
Screen.
and also the keying of the finger. You need to fix that as well. Hello? Hello? Oh. Oh! Wow, that's apologies everyone. My computer just completely died. Well, that's new. completely died. Wow. Okay. That has not happened for a long time. And in fact, I don't even think it has happened since we've done streaming. I don't believe we've ever had this issue. Wow. Completely died on me, the computer. The good thing is that I'm streaming from my ATM Mini Extreme ISO, so at least at least you can still see me because I'm streaming with my camera. But of course, obviously, you can't see my screen anymore because it completely died on me. The computer completely crashed. This is the first time ever that my computer completely switched off. Just give it a minute. It's restarting. So apologies for this. It was a really strange stream today. But I'm really happy that I've done I'm super happy that I've actually have the stream running. I'm really happy that I'm actually having the stream running from the ATN Mini Extreme, because then it's completely separated from my computer. And the reason I did this, the reason I have it separated is because of this, because sometimes when I'm doing Nuke compositing, if I push the GPU too much, or if I push the graphic card too much, my stream can go down and it could crash, And so that's why I started having it separated from my computer, because before I used to stream on OBS, and so if I had a crash on the computer, the entire computer would go down, including the stream. And so I'm glad that I'm doing it separately, because that allows me to do this. Allows me to continue to talk with everyone and still restart my computer. I just restarted my computer, and I can now go back and talk with Jacqueline. I can just basically open up I can just basically open up the Chrome and start. Yes, the meeting got disconnected, Jacqueline. Don't worry, I'm opening it up right now. So I'll contact you in a second. Don't worry. I'm back almost here. So yeah, I'm really happy that we've actually. Oh, I've lost the connection. Just a second. Yeah, so I'm really happy that at least I'm doing it separately. That way I can actually do stuff like this. I can continue the call. Okay. I'm just opening all my software up again, and I'm just contacting Jacqueline again. So just give me a second, Jacqueline, because I am almost here. And I'm almost here so that I can talk to you. So you can come back to the chat in a minute once I have it all open again. Just give me a second, because I'm just opening everything up. And I'll be back. Wow, this is special. I've never had this problem before. Completely died on me. Okay, cool. I'm gonna join and see if Jacqueline can come back. Yeah, so admit, and she is back now. Hello, Jacqueline. Can you hear me? Oh, excellent. You're back. Yeah, apologies for that. My computer just crashed. That's the first. But I am back now. The stream continued, but the computer crashed. Okay, can you hear me now? And are you hearing me? Hello? Jacqueline, can you hear me? Hello? Okay, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So yeah, apologies for that. It just went dead, my computer. But luckily I'm streaming from a separate box, and so we didn't lose the actual stream, which is great. So I'm going to continue where we left off, which we were... But we were, yeah, I'm so glad that I have a separate computer, a separate streaming box doing this. Okay, where were we? We were on, yeah, so we were just talking about the fact that I think your car and computer shot could be on your showreel but need to be improved.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
I think this shot here, unless you want to improve what we've talked about and remove this color correction, I think it shouldn't also be here. So in reality, Jacqueline, you only have 3 shots. You potentially have these dance shots, you have the car shot, and then you have the monitor shot. You need to start thinking on having your showreel, because, you know, to have a compositing showreel, it needs to be the best of the best, and less is more. So it can be few shots. It doesn't need to be a lot. But it definitely you need to have a full screen rotoscoping shot, and you need to have more keying shots, maybe a cleanup shot where we remove an item or remove a person or remove a car. You need to start thinking about how to do those shots and have those shots on your showreel as well, so that you can have more types of shots and improve this showreel. And when you send the showreel over, you do not need to attach it to the editing showreel. So
Okay.
Because if someone gets a 6 minute showreel, they're gonna skip it. They're not gonna watch it. Normally, people only watch showreels of a minute and a half maximum. So you want to make sure you remove the editing part of the showreel and just focus on
Okay.
compositing only on your
Okay.
showreel. Um, and and you can always, of course, talk to the interviewer that you've been an editor, and you can always share your editing showreel as a separate showreel. But you should
Okay.
definitely have just a compositing showreel. And just like someone in the chat, SGVFX, is suggesting, you should also have like a CG shot of some kind using CG on
Yes, sir.
your showreel as well. Now, let me ask you this, Jacqueline. How long are you still on your course? How long for you to finish? Hello?
It's my last year. Last.
Last year?
Yes.
Okay. And so when are you planning to start to try to get a job? When are you planning to do that? When are you planning to send the showreel to try to get a job? Hello? Can you hear me? Did I lost you again? I think I lost you. Can you still hear me? Yeah, I think I lost you. We can't hear you anymore. Oh,
Hello.
here you go. Now we can hear you again. Yeah. So
Yes, sir.
after you're building a showreel,
After.
so and what's your
Yeah.
plan for now? How long do you think you have to build this showreel? Just so I know.
Like I'm still learning Nuke,
Hmm.
the nodes and all, and also I'm planning to get into VFX compositing of CG part, like
Hmm. Hmm.
animation field. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And so, but how long do you have? Do you have like? Do you think you have like what, 6 months, 3 months, 4 months? How long do you have?
I think in 6 to 7 months, like
Okay.
only after building my showreel, I can get into the
Yeah.
jobs and all.
Yeah, that's great. So you have plenty of time. Don't be. I hope you don't feel deflated by my comments and deflated by my feedback.
No, sir, no, sir.
I
I'm more than happy to get your reviews on this.
Yeah, because I think you have some good work, and you definitely are talented, and you can really progress really well. I just think that you need to
Thank you
like
so much.
really consider making one or two more shots. And regarding the
Yes, sir.
CG shot, I would
Yeah.
advise you if you could find someone to collaborate with. I always tell this to people. If you
Okay.
could find a friend or a colleague, someone that does CG, and maybe you can do a shot together. So you do
Okay.
the composting and they do the CG, and then basically both of you have a shot.
Okay.
I would advise you, that's always like a good way of approaching, because that's how we do it on the industry. We always have more than one
Yeah.
people working on a shot. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Got it, sir.
Okay, so what else? You said that you wanted some more advice. Anything else I can help you? Do you have any questions? Go for it. Oh, I think I lost you again. Today is being the most problematic stream I've ever had. It's not. It's definitely like a very problematic stream today. I do apologize to everyone. It hasn't been easy. I think I lost you again. Oh, here you go. You're
Hello.
back. You're back. You're back. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
I was asking you, like, do you have any questions or anything else that you would like to talk to?
Yeah, I would like to ask, like, since I'm learning Nuke, so how long it will take me to get into it? Like, not a profession, but in intermediate way. Like,
I think I think that Nuke takes a long time to learn. So even
okay,
I am still learning Nuke, and I've been using Nuke for for 20 years now. So I've been using Nuke for 20
okay,
years, and I'm still learning Nuke, and I'm still learning things in Nuke because
okay.
it's a very advanced application.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I think you can definitely get yourself in a good place in like 6 months. I think so. Like between 6 months, you can probably get in a place where you can already tackle shots and do certain things. But you need to
Okay.
be very focused. Okay, so what I
Yes, sir.
would advise you to
Definitely.
do is focus your attention in learning a lot about rotoscoping, keying, and
Okay.
cleanup, because those will be
Sure.
the things that you will do as a junior when you start in the industry.
Yes, sir.
Don't waste time right now learning 3D in Nuke, learning tracking in Nuke, learning
Okay.
CG compositing. Don't waste your time with those things just yet, because it can
Okay.
become very overwhelming. And so you want to tackle Nuke section by section. So
Yeah,
first
actually.
learn rotoscoping, and then go and learn
Rotoscoping.
keying, and then go and learn cleanup and paint.
Okay.
So start section by section, and then start improving
Cool.
your skill set.
Hmm.
And only after that, you then move on to the CG section of Nuke, and the 3D section, and the camera tracking section. All those things
Yes.
which could be quite complicated, don't
Hmm.
get into them right away. No one is
Yes.
expecting you to know those things as a junior already. A lot of
Yes.
stuff you will learn in the on the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay, cool. Any other questions?
Yeah.
Go for it.
And one thing about the VFX journalist, like, how can I get into that? Like,
Sorry, to become a journalist in VFX?
yes, sir.
Well, to become a journalist in VFX right now, these days, um, unfortunately, I must say, journalism in VFX is kind of a dying art. There's less and less journalists and less people writing articles, because the majority of the consumption of articles and journalism right now is on video. So if you are serious on becoming a journalist for visual
No, sir.
effects,
Not the journalist, like VFX supervisor.
oh, sorry, I understood.
Journalist.
I thought you
Yeah.
said journalist, like
It's
like of a newspaper.
VFX.
That's what I understood.
No, no, no.
You mean
That's not.
generalist. You
It's
mean you mean
yes.
generalist. Okay, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
To become a generalist, I am so sorry. To
It's
become a
fine.
generalist, you mean like to learn 3D?
Yeah, actually, I'm learning 3D as well in Maya.
Hmm.
I have
And
done
and
modeling creatures, done animating characters and stuff.
but how's that going? Because you see, that's a different world to compositing.
Yeah,
Are you enjoying more 3D than compositing, or which one do you want to do?
like more the core knowledge is like in VFX compositing, but still, like to be an VFX supervisor, a journalist, like he or she had to know all the knowledge, like
Well,
of
yes,
3D texturing,
yes,
lighting.
yes, and no. I mean, let's. Okay, so there's a bit of a misconception that people think that VFX supervisors know everything. They do not know everything. I mean, I've
Okay.
been a I've been a visual effects supervisor for over 15 years, and I don't know 3D. So I think
Oh,
people have the wrong idea. Visual effects supervisors don't need to know everything. They need to
okay.
know how things are working, and how to, like, I know enough of 3D to work with 3D artists and work together
Okay.
with them. But I don't
Yeah.
know how to animate, and I don't know how to do modeling and lighting and shading, because
Okay.
there's a lot of people that are much better than me doing that. Having
Hmm.
said this, there's usually two ways of moving into visual effects supervision. So one way is when you are a 3D artist and you become a generalist, and then you go up as a supervisor. But usually a generalist, a CG generalist, doesn't usually do animation, because animation is a very separate thing. Animation is a world of its own. It's like animation is something very specialized, and usually animators only do animation because it is so complicated and so complex, and it requires and it requires acting, and it requires you to be an actor, really. So very commonly you don't really get animators that have become VFX supervisors. That's not very common. Usually what happens is animators become animation directors. That's a different thing. Or they become directors. That's very common for people to work in animation and become directors, because animation is storytelling and storytelling is directing. So it's a different thing. And I think 3D, if you want to be a supervisor, you should then focus in becoming a very good compositor. And also, if you want to learn 3D, focus your attention on lighting and rendering. And don't really because it's just a different world. Like if you become a modeler, that's so much work that then you will only do modeling. So see, modeling is too complicated for you to become good at everything. Animation is the same thing. So it's very difficult for you. It's very common for a compositor to know lighting and rendering, but it's very uncommon for a compositor to learn animation and learn modeling. Those are different things. So you need to kind of be careful with, because the problem, Jacqueline, is that if you start doing all of this, then you won't be a master of any of it, if you learn too much. It's impossible for you to learn compositing and modeling and animation and lighting and rendering and After Effects and editing, because it will never happen. You'll know a few bits and pieces of it, but you'll never become a specialist on any of it. And the industry expects you to be a specialist, so
in a particular field.
So be careful with that. Don't spread yourself too thin, because then it becomes really complicated for you to kind of learn anything in deep, not with deep knowledge,
100%. Yes.
Okay. Cool. Any other questions or?
No, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
very much from the reviews and all the
this
guides.
was helpful. I hope this was helpful.
Yes, sir. 100% sure.
Jacqueline, I need to ask you one last thing. I can see a dog on your photo, on your avatar. Is that your dog?
Yeah, sir.
What's the name of your dog?
Bruno.
Bruno. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I love dogs, and I'm really happy to see your dog. He even has his eyes closed. People are not seeing this, but on your thumbnail, you have your dog on your thumbnail. That's lovely. Okay. Yeah. So I think Jacqueline, you just need to have a think about what you want to do, and if you really want to pursue 3D, then try to focus in one part of 3D, because it's too much. It's too much to go through the whole thing, and so and again, you're always more than welcome to return to the stream and to come back and show your new work.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Of course.
More than happy to get your reviews and guidance.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
No problem. Stop calling me sir. So, Jacqueline, it was a pleasure talking to you. I apologize we had so many technical issues, but on the end we did it. So.
Yeah, there was an issue with my cam also.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
No issue, but it was a great session with you. Thank you very much again.
Not a problem.
Have a great day.
It was a pleasure. So I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Okay, cool. Excellent. That was excellent. I really enjoyed that. And thank you so much, Jacqueline, for joining. So cool. So now we are done. I guess we have the giveaway to do. And so I'm going to just put it on the screen here so people to see it. So remember, we're doing the giveaway of my Nuke course right now. Yeah, I'll put it on the screen if you want to still like do the giveaway right now. The link is on the top of the chat. I can't apologize enough for all the technical issues we had today. We had a lot of technical problems. I do apologize for that. But sometimes these things happen, you know, sometimes it happens. It's not very common. We usually have a very stable stream here. I mean, I'll be honest, like, this is the first time ever that I've had a full crash on my computer. But it just goes to show that you should really separate the stream from the computer, as I done, which really helps. Okay, so someone was asking about my t-shirt on the chat. I just wanted to mention, of course, that's Ferrari. That's because they won this weekend. Ferrari won Monaco, and I was so happy for them to win Monaco. So Charles Leclerc finally won the Monaco Grand Prix after 5 attempts. And Ferrari are on the top again. They're chasing Verstappen. I'm really happy for that. And as you all know, I love Formula One. I'm a big fan of Formula One. And so whenever I can to support Ferrari, I do. It is my favorite team. And so that's it. Okay, so let's... you forgot to email me. Oh, I'm sorry. What email? What are you talking about? Oh, you mean the license? I didn't forget. I emailed already. I need to go and check what happened then. I definitely emailed you back. I'm sorry about that. Like I can't believe you didn't get the email. Oh man, I need to check if it went to spam or if it was another issue. I need to like sort that out. I'm so sorry that the email didn't come through. I promise I'll get to the bottom of it. I'll use another email. So let's just make another note here. Email. Yeah, I'll make sure to chase this up right after the stream. I do apologize for that because it should have been sorted already. So I do apologize, Mondel, for that. I will get back to you as soon as possible. So okay, cool. So let's get back on it. So the giveaway is on the screen now here. Let's just open it up. So Sir, you've applied for the showreel review, but did you book your time on the booking system? We have a link. It's on the description of the chat here. We have a link where you can book. Have you booked it? You didn't receive any response, but did you go to Google and book the slot? That's the thing. I'll chase that up as well with you. So I'll chase that up as well off screen. I'll do that. So maybe my booking system is not working. I need to understand what's going on. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So let's go back. Okay, so we have 65 people to win the Nuke course. Let's see who's gonna win. Now, don't forget that while I draw this thing, if you're interested on my course, I am currently having a 50% off on my course, on both my courses. So that's the QR code. That's the link. It's until the beginning of January. Okay, so I have a winner here for the course. Let's see here. So the winner is... I'm going to just like see if I can copy this correctly. So... Okay, the winner of my Nuke course is... Okay, so let's see here if I can pronounce this name. Hopefully I can. Okay, cool. Okay, so the winner of the Nuke course is Skandar Bakili. Skandar Bakili. That's the name of the winner. Hope you're here. Let's see if they're here. Hopefully they are. Congratulations, my friend. Are they here? Okay. See if they're here. Congratulations. I hope they're here. If they're not here, I'll just roll the dice again. That's not a problem. Are they here? Congratulations. See if they show up on the giveaway here. I'm not sure they're here. I don't see them saying anything. Do I need to roll the dice again? I guess I'll roll the dice again. I don't think they're here. Okay, I don't think they're here. That's fine. Okay. Well, the winner of the Nuke course is... Are they here? I don't think they are. I can't hear anything from them. So, well, I guess I'll roll the dice again. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll roll the dice again. I'll roll the dice again because I don't think they're here. Don't believe they're here. Otherwise, they would have said something already. So, I think they're not here. So, yeah, okay, fine. If they show up, I can always give them to both if they show up. But I want to move this train forward, so I'll just do it again. So the winner is at 3Dology _ Are they here? Is at 3Dology here? It's me, Hugo. Okay, you already have the course, don't you? Yeah, that's right. It is you. I can see on the email. You already have the course. So if you already have the course, then I'm more than happy to give you the workshops. Do you have the workshops already as well? So that's my second course. So, Sri, do you have my workshops? Or do you have only my main course? Yes, I know you're a student, but are you a student of just the main course? Or do you have access to the second course, the workshops? Because then I can give you that. That's not a problem. And I guess Kandar is not here, so... Okay, cool. I'll give you the workshops then. That's not a problem. I'm happy to give you the workshops for free. And then you will get that, because that's a course as well. So... I will just then, since... Okay, cool. Congratulations. So you now have the workshops. Okay, cool. I'll give you the workshops. And since we didn't give it to anyone that actually is not a student, I will draw another winner. So I'll draw a main winner since Siri already was a student. So... Let's see here. So, oh, okay. Let's see what's happening. It's the same again. Oh my God! So you're gonna laugh your ass out with the winner of the Nuke course is. You guys are gonna laugh because it's the same person again. Oh my God, what's happening here? Okay, so the winner this time is Vandal. What the hell? He's already won once. Like, that's so lucky. So Mondal won another thing. It's his second time that it's not rigged. No, man, this is a software that does. It's not rigged at all. I can tell you that it's not rigged. It is so funny that you've won twice now. Man, I swear to God, it's not... I can't show you because this shows the emails of people, and I can't really show the emails of the people. But I swear to God, this is a software that I use called Gleam, and it does randomly picks, and I guess they won again. So, Mandal, now you've won twice, so I guess I'll give you two things. So that's fine. You let me know. We'll talk in the minute. So now you have, you've now have two things, I guess. Okay. Well, anyway, this is enough of winners now. So Mondal, don't worry, I'll contact you because I think something probably happened with my email. I did email you. If you didn't get it, maybe there was some kind of glitch somewhere. I need to get into it. Okay, so once again, thank you so much for being here. We'll be back next week. Remember, next week we are doing the disc constructions again. And so next week it will be the Nuke disc constructions. We'll continue with production disc constructions. That will be, again, a Nuke Indie license given for free by the Foundry. And yeah, and then of course the week after that we do the showreels. Now, regarding the showreels, remember that you just need to book an appointment with the link on the description of this video or even the previous showreel reviews. There's always a link for the booking of the appointment. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Again, many apologies for all the technical glitches and technical problems we had today. I promise it will be a lot smoother next time when I get this to work. So yeah, so thank you so much. Have a great day. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'll see you all later. Goodbye, everyone.